Well, our main topics for today is going to be the new 2025 MLB debut patches. We're also going to take a look at a trade that took place where a collector traded 7 Otani rookie cards for 1 Barry Bonds XRC Tiffany. Also, we're going to take a look at what is up with Tiger Woods rookie card. Which one is it really? That and much, much more on today's episode. You ready? Then let's do it. Well, hey, hello and welcome, rookie card collecting friends. Today, I'm going to start off with a fight. Everybody likes a good fight. I'm going to show you a clip I came across that really shows the rivalry between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It's a fight that took place in 1976, and it was a play at the plate with Lou Piniella rounding third base and snow plowing over Carlton Fisk at the plate. What I want you to notice is a couple of things. I want you to notice how aggressive this fight was, and really the comical side of it. We'll talk about that here as well. But also, these guys, they really seem to know how to throw a punch. Not saying so much about today's guys, but these guys back in the 70s, man, they knew how to scrap. So let's take a look at it real quick. All right, let's check it out here. I figured to start with this to get your blood going. Here comes Lou Piniella rounding third, the play at the plate, and he just snow plows him. And here we go. This is a brawl, my friends. I love it. Just a scrap pile of men on the floor. They don't want to break it up either. Look at this thing. It's going to get really good here. This isn't over yet. Here they come. They're breaking it up. Breaking it up. All right. Come on. Break it up. Break it up. Fisk kind of shows that he still has the ball for the out. Kind of like that. All right. Fisk is gathering himself up. It seems like we're starting to break it up. Number 37 here for Boston. That's Bill Lee. I believe he was a pitcher. And here he comes. He's all discombobulated. It looks like his arm or his hand is hurt. But he wants to continue to talk smack. And here's what he gets. Whack. And here we go again. Once we thought it was all over, nope. Old Bill Lee had to continue talking smack, and here we go again. I love it, man. This is just absolute gold. All right, just wanted to start with that because that, my friends, is entertainment to me. All right, we're going to start off with not word of the day. I changed it to word of the week, right? But I came across a new word, and as you guys know, I have been building a pre-war glossary with extensive details on what certain words mean. And I went ahead and found a new word that caught my attention, and I updated my glossary because I felt that this is an important word to understand pre-war rookies. If you did not get a chance to watch Dan's Vintage Baseball PC, we had a fabulous conversation last week on pre-war rookie cards. I will leave a link at the end of this video to that one, but definitely a great conversation him and I had, and a lot of positive feedback on that video. A lot of people enjoyed that video. But the word for today is going to be the word novelty, the word of the week, I should say. Novelty. And it is a collectible produced primarily for entertainment, decoration, or promotional appeal rather than for formal inclusion in a licensed trading card set. These items often feature unofficial player images, unusual materials, or non-standard formats. They are typically unlicensed, mass-produced, and distributed through unconventional channels such as vending machines, toy stores, or novelty shops. Their intent, and there's that key word there for me, their intent was amusement or impulse purchases. Fabulous word that helps me going. It's going to help me going forward as I filter the fluff to try to classify and identify which cards are which. And I want to just add real quick here to that note, because I made mention of this in the episode that I had with Dan, and that is the classification and identification process, which is basically the system, right, that I like to use and do. But here's the thing: why do we do that? Why do I do that? Why does every scientist in the world use a classification and identification process? What's the purpose behind it? Well, the purpose behind it is to try to bring order out of chaos. But there's two schools of thought that we have with the rookie card. There's some folks don't want order out of the chaos. They want it to be chaotic because then you can't really put your finger on something. You can't really understand it well, and it brings that element. Well, it's odd or it's rare, and therefore that raises prices because rarity and scarcity and that sort of thing, and chaos and that sort of thing. That all raises the price. So a lot of people don't want order out of the chaos. But here's the thing, some of us do. Some of us don't like to um, operate in chaos. Some of us are very careful and cautious with how we spend our hobby dollars. We want to make we want the best bang for our buck, and we want to know what we're getting ourselves into. We want to know what we're putting our money into. And so there are a remnant of people like me who want to see structure, who want to see order, but some don't, and that's okay. All I'm saying is that there's a place for both types. Let's move on. All right, next up, I'm going to show you here just a little curveball here because it's the importance of words, right? Words matter. And I came across this little sentence, one little sentence that brought a smile to my face. And it's an article that I found on Sports Collectors Daily. It's a daily email that I get through them. A lot of us do. But here, Tony Reed, he wrote an article, and he basically is a card shop owner, and he likes to write an article for Sports Collectors Daily on just some of the things that he's going through in his shop. And so this month, he's sharing with us new product and that sort of thing. He had some rain damage with a pipe exploded inside a wall. But then he starts to show some pickups that he got in the shop, some cards that he purchased off of customers. And he shows this beautiful 1961 Fleer in action of Wilt Chamberlain. And here's the sentence that brought joy to my day. I'm telling you guys, it's the little things. It's the importance of words. And he says, I picked up a PSA 6 1961-62 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain in action rookie year card. Did you see it there? Rookie year card. And yes, my friends, this is proper pronunciation. This in action card in 1961 Fleer is a subset card. It is a card. It is not the base. The true base would be considered the true rookie. But this in action is a subset. And we see a lot of it with Topps Update, which is getting ready to release. But a lot of those rookie debut, that is very similar to an inaction. It's a subset, therefore does not qualify for a true rookie card designation. But they are qualified for a rookie year identification. And that is what Tony Reed called this 1961 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain in action rookie year card. Love it. All right, next up, we're going to get into upcoming releases, and we are looking at a post on X by Casey, and she states, first look, the top chase in 2025 Topps Chrome update, the Nick Kurtz MLB debut patch card. Will this sell for more than the Skeens debut card? Well, a couple of things here. Number one, first of all, congratulations to Nick Kurtz. Casey here says that this is going to be the top chase. Well, that doesn't say much for the National League Rookie of the Year, Drake Baldwin, who I think also could be a pretty decent pool in this product, right? So I'm a little unfair there to Drake, but that's okay. I get where your heart's coming from. But fabulous card here. And then something hit me. And I don't know if I like this or not. Maybe you can leave me your opinion on it. But here is, I made a little image so you can grasp what I'm saying. But these MLB debut patch cards, love the concept, love the idea, but they're very similar year over year. And I'm like, why would they make something almost identical? They're made, maybe here in 2024 with the Paul Skeens, we see the P and number 30, which is his jersey number. And you can't really tell on this image, but there is an A here for the Oakland A's. And there is a number 16 here on the right-hand side, but it really matches the foil of the outline here, and it's really hard to see. And I don't know if that's just the image that I got. It might be, but you can see it much better here on the Paul Skeens. But other than that, it's like these cards are identical. You would think that they would change the design elements somewhat. So kind of a letdown, in my opinion. I would like to see this design evolve year over year and not just give me the same cookie cutter card year over year. Also, I'm going to showcase a post here on X by Neo Cards and Comics. Shout out to him. I know he had a rough week, but we all have a rough week once in a while. He'll be fine. But he posted here, will be fun to run some numbers when the print runs are revealed. They are printing money on Game 7. And he is referring to the MLB Topps Now program the week of the World Series, and it's more particularly Game 7. Now, I followed the link, but the link has kind of expired because these cards come down after a certain amount of time. But he is absolutely right, and to me, they're hurting the Topps Now concept, because I've always loved the concept because it captures that moment in time, that historical moment in the game, in the World Series, and in other games. But they've kind of taken that away now. They've turned it into a chase. So now they took something with so much historical purity and they time stamped it and they made a card out of it. But now, because they're including these chase cards into it, you have people who are buying these cards in the hundreds or in the thousands, trying to get that chase card. And what happens to the base cards, the commemorative card that is so special, now it's like mass produced. And that's kind of upsetting to me. And I kind of see it with the Topps Living card, that they're a set that they started for basketball, a beautiful card, 1957 design. But again, 47,000 of those cards were ordered for that LeBron James, the first living card set. And again, it's because they included a chase, right? There's I don't know if it's a superfractor or something to that extent, but it's a special card that was included. And then you got the degens, right, that purchase these things to the moon, not hoping to commemorate a special card, but for the chase, looking for the big hit. And it just really dilutes and really it just, to me, devalues the importance of those base cards in that set. It's a shame. Next up, we're going to be looking at Card Ladder Feed. This channel's proudly sponsored by Card Ladder. Stay tuned for the coming days. I am going to have Chris McGill on the channel. We're going to do a fabulous episode. Really excited to get into that topic with him. And so stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for that. I am going to start with, we're going to go to the Card Ladder Feed, and I'm going to go to 11.7. And I'm going to bring attention to this 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire Edition True Rookie card of Shohei Ohtani. Now, congratulations to Shohei Ohtani, friends. We've been wondering what is going to happen to this man's market with now 2 World Series championships, 4 MVPs. And a lot of us were kind of like speculating, well, if he does this in the World Series, his cards will go up. If he wins MVP, there's no telling where this kid's cards is going to go to the stratosphere. He's accomplished both. He had a very successful World Series. He won MVP of the league as well. My goodness, this kid is something special. So I'm looking at the Sapphire edition. At first, I thought I did a little bit of homework because I remember this Sapphire edition was released through the Montgomery Club, the 582 Montgomery Club. And cards like that, I don't consider true rookie cards, only because those types of cards come through a paid membership that you have to go through Topps in order to have access to this type of product. And I know they did that very, very early on with the Sapphire. It might have been 2016 or 2017. I don't remember exactly, but that was not the case with 2018. 2018, I believe they did if you were a 582 Montgomery member, you had like first access to them, like first off the line type of concept. And then it went, after so many days, it went live to the public, and collectors were able to go online and purchase. It was an online product only. And I don't have a problem with that distribution model. It is 2025. So this 2018 Topps Chrome could possibly be one of the primary cards for Shohei Ohtani. And friends, let me remind you, as we look at the card ladder prices here, let me remind you that this is a base rookie card. And what is the the mindset of a lot of degens, right, is that base cards, even base rookie cards, are all garbage. And my friends, that I just hope you correct anybody you hear say that. Please correct them, because that is not the case. We look at this sapphire, uh, recently sold for $10,450, a phenomenal price. Um, and so exciting to see what is going to happen with Shohei Ohtani's market. I'm looking forward to it. The kid is on another planet, man. He is on another stratosphere, and I'm excited to be a part of it, excited to see it happen all live. Next up, I'm going to be looking at 11/8, and I want to take a look at this 1955 Topps Hank Aaron Mint 9. My goodness, look at this beauty. Look at the centering, the bright colors on this thing. It's like, this is, how can something this beautiful exist today? And there it is, my friends. And one of them, a couple of things that I want to bring to attention here. And number one is going to be that this card, my goodness, if we look at it all time, look at this graph. Again, I've said this here before. This is healthy growth. This is long-term growth. And we see that's kind of the things that we want to see. But you know what? It is an early year card of Hank Aaron. And to me, these types of cards are significant. Anything that is perhaps a second year card, or a rookie cup, or a rookie all-star, rookie trophy, that, I consider those cards significant, and a lot of hobbyists do as well. But even this second year card of Hank may not be affordable for a lot of us, especially in a PSA 9. But let's take a look at a collector grade, and that's going to be a 5. What's a 5 going for? A 5 is going for about $1,100, which is respectable for a second year Hank Aaron. And okay, you can't afford a rookie, but maybe you can afford a second year card, a little bit more palatable there. And I'm going to take this off. Let's just take a look at the last year. Yeah, and last year between $600 and $1,100. So a 5 is very, very doable, which is a respectable collector grade, and it's very doable for a lot of us. Like for me, anything, because I am a condition snob, I would have problems owning like a 2 or a 3, but a lot of people don't. Okay, let's look at a 3. What's a 3 going for? A 3 is going anywhere between, let's just call it $320 to $475. A very doable card for some of us, especially if we make a game plan. Let's look at a 2. A PSA 2 is going to go between $225 and $450. Now, of course, the hard thing about this type of stuff is eye appeal, right? Because if you got a 3, but it's a really nice looking 3, it's probably not going to sell for that price range. That's kind of the hard part about vintage. But my point here is second year cards are significant, especially for those who can't really afford a rookie card. One last one that we're going to look at here, and that's going to be on November 11th. And I want to take a look at this Tom Seaver. And I bring this up, you guys, because if you're wondering, like, what is the market doing, that sort of thing. Well, there's a strong movement for cards of the GOATs. Tom Seaver is considered one of the GOATs. His 1967 Topps rookie card is a very desired rookie card for a lot of collectors. And this is the type of stuff, especially on high grade, this is the type of stuff that whales are looking for. Now, back in 2020, 2021, we had a lot of, the flipper types that were coming in. A lot of them were ignorant to what was going on. They're spending big money on new product, on new players who have not accomplished anything yet. But it seems like the market has matured, and they're a little bit more informed, and a little bit more educated. And what we're seeing is that these high dollars is going towards players like this, towards cards like this. They are the greats of the game, the Hall of Famers, the people who have accomplished something in their careers. So I want to take a look at this one, because this is not, I don't own this card, and it may be something that I may be shopping for in 2026. So let's take a look. I'm going to start with a 7. No, it's a 1967. So I'm going to start with a collector grade of a 6. And the collector grade of a 6 is $1,600 to $1,850. That is not bad. That's I typically like to do 1 or 2 comma cards a year, and this is kind of like my range, and this would be a potential buy for me. soon. And I mean, take a look at a 7 because I like to buy the highest grade that I can afford. And so a PSA 7 is, you know, $300 more. So to me, that's not really bad. We're looking at $2,100 is the last time this sold. And so if I were to go purchase it right now, I can do a 6 for 1850, or I can do a 7 for 2100. And not bad. It's something to consider nonetheless. Also, let's take a look at a little bit lower grade. Let's look at a 5. And a 5 is 1600. Not a lot of difference there. Let's take a look at a 3. A 3, you're looking at about $950 for a 3 is what it's currently selling at. And see, this is the types of things that I struggle with because I'm all about condition. And so like a 3 with some visible damage, I don't know. I just, it's not for me, but I understand if it is for you. So thank you for Card Ladder's card feed that really helps us navigate through the waters as to what's going on out there. That really helps us make some decisions. Next up, we're going to be looking at the segment called Rookie Buzz. And I want to show you this post right here, you guys. This is crazy. This was posted on Sports Card Nonsense. Greg King writes this: curious on people's opinion. I made a trade at a card show for a Barry Bonds rookie Tiffany PSA 9 for 7 Ohtani base rookies in a PSA 10. You following me so far? Equal value to the exact dollar. Would you have done that trade? Who won the deal in the long term? So there you have the table set. Now, he didn't show us or tell us which 7 base rookie cards in PSA 10 he traded. But nonetheless, 7 base rookies in a PSA 10 of Shohei Ohtani. I would also love to know, were they true rookie cards, or was there some ancillary insert or subset cards that were thrown in there? If that's the case, you got over like a fat rat. But if they were true rookie cards, wow, I don't know if I would have. Man, I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. How about you? Is that a trade you would have done? I'd love to know. Here he gives, there are so many, 408 comments on this post, and they range all over the place. They are like, man, you got a steal of a deal. Other people seem to think that he's lost his mind. A lot of people don't agree. A lot of people do agree. And a lot of people are like, man, I don't know. So really interesting post here. I will make mention of this post right here by Charlie Sherry that really caught my attention. He says the Topps Tiffany card is limited to only 5,000, which is likely much less than the number of Ohtani rookie cards produced. Though the Tiffany Bonds is the same photo as the regular XRC Bonds, I don't think it is recognized as his rookie, but rather a parallel of the 86 XRC. Nonetheless, if you are happy with your trade, enjoy your card. It was what you wanted at the time. eBay sales recently showed the following: 86 bonds. All right, I'm not gonna get into all that. But he ends the sentence saying, "Sounds to me like you made a very good trade. Hope you're happy with it." All right, now I want to go ahead and I'm going to dig into this a little bit. Charlie kind of brought up, is it really a rookie card? That sort of thing. I do know that for many, many years, let's just say many decades at this point, the Topps Tiffany have never been really considered as true rookie cards, at least in hobby publications. It's always been something that was more like an advanced collector who kind of got into the Tiffany's, and here's the reason why. The Topps Tiffany cards kind of equate to like a premium quality card. The 1986 set was printed in Ireland, and in Ireland they used white paper stock instead of grayish paper stock that we used here in the States. But that's kind of the biggest difference. That and the front of the card had like a glossy sheen to it, almost like a varnish to it. But other than that, as far as design is concerned, they were identical to the regular Topps traded sets. But the main thing that really made these things more of a boutique type of product was in their distribution method. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear distribution, but distribution is part of the story of these cards. It is part of the DNA. So the 1986 traded set was released only through mail order, and only if you purchase some of the regular Topps Tiffany sets. So they were mail order, but for you to be eligible to purchase one, you had to purchase the regular Tiffany set, like cards 1 through 792. If you bought that Tiffany set, then you were on the mail order list to purchase the Topps Traded Tiffany set. And only the people on that list who bought the regular set, the full Tiffany set, was eligible to purchase these. So these were really hobby dealer exclusive. Or if you were like a big wig customer, the shop would offer it to you if you wanted to get some or you wanted to get on this, that sort of thing. So it was like very niche type product, only distributed through certain hobby dealers who actually purchase the 792 card Tiffany set. So the distribution model of this thing was very much more limited, much more niche, and it's one of those things that that has never been part of the equation of a true rookie card, and that's how come these things were never viewed as rookie cards. Now, post 2009, where everything is a rookie card, regardless of what, and so we're always looking for the most scarce or the most rare or which one costs the most money. So, the history and the story of how this thing has been viewed, none of that matters. What matters now is how many are in the pop reports and what's the dollar amount. And that's what people go by, unfortunately. And there's nothing I can do about it. I guess it's okay. But for me personally, I do not consider any of the XRCs, whether it's the Tiffany or the standard. I don't consider none of the XRCs as true rookie cards. I give detailed explanations in my book on one of the chapters where I give detailed of how this stuff went down, how it was distributed, and why I don't consider them true rookie cards. So if that interests you, you can find a link to that in the show notes down below that will give you access on Amazon to purchase the book. All right, so next segment is Community Spotlight, and I'm going to showcase Gem City Card Show. His name is BJ. He's a frequent listener to the channel, and I really appreciate BJ because he's one that he consumes my content and he's gotten it. He gets it. It's like the scales have been removed from his eyes and he kind of sees where I'm coming from and it makes sense to him. He does have a YouTube channel that you can check out. I do want to show a message that he sent me on X. He says, "Hey, Victor, just curious. Have you looked into the Tiger Woods first cards prior to the Upper Deck release in 2001? And the next day he follows up with, "The reason I ask is because as I look into the Masters Championship set released in 1997-98 by Grand Slam, I think it's better representation of a rookie card for Tiger than the 2001 Upper Deck card. Where I'm struggling is understanding if they had a license from Augusta National and if that even matters with golf cards. The Masters is not a PGA Tour event. So the picture they use for the PGA Tour card in 2001 isn't a PGA Tour event. Interesting to me, at least." I responded, "I'm not entirely sure, BJ. I've never done the homework on it. I'll look into it. If not complicated, I'll add it to the weekly rookie card report." And here we are, friends. We are going to tackle this topic of the Tiger Woods rookie cards. The card on the left is the one that BJ is referencing to. It unfortunately was printed multiple years. It was printed during the 1997-98 and again 98 and 99 season. So this is a multi-year set. All right. And the other one in question here is the 2001 Upper Deck Golf card number 1. So here we have the question. The 2001 Upper Deck Golf is the one that could be considered as the mainstream rookie card. And we're going to get into the reasons why that is. And the one on the left is considered, by many of the people that want to see this card be a rookie card, but there's some reasons why it really isn't. And we're going to get into that. For what I want us to understand first and foremost is I'm not going to go through every card made of Tiger Woods. That might be a separate video in and of itself, but I will say that Tiger Woods has many, many cards produced of him. Let's just say between 1996 and 2001. In that 5-year span, he probably has just under 200 cards produced of him, but a lot of them are kind of like oddballish, kind of gimmicky things that were produced of him. And then we have these two cards here, and we're going to start digging into that right now. So the first thing that I want us to understand is the card on the right, the 2001 Upper Deck Golf is a card that is licensed by the PGA Tour. Now, that's important because the PGA Tour didn't grant a central trading card license until Upper Deck's 2001 release. So this was like the first official PGA license where card manufacturers are going to get involved and actually make a set, a complete set, um, pack form, nationally distributed, fully licensed set. So that's really important, where everything else is kind of, like I said, kind of like a gimmicky, kind of like an oddballish type of release, not a true set, to say the least. So the 97 Grand Slam has no license. It's a 63 card set featuring Masters champions from 1934 to 1998. So the set is more to honor past winners of this particular tournament, and then the standard base set sport. If you follow my drift, so it seems and feels more like a tribute set. And because the set highlights the champions between 1934 and 1938, well, naturally, the winner of the Masters in 1997 was Tiger Woods. This is how come he was included in the set. So some collectors do label this 97 Grand Slam as a true rookie card, but the hobby consensus is mixed. Some people, many people, believe that no, this is not the true rookie card. So another issue with the 97 Grand Slam is that they were issued by Grand Slam Ventures. However, their distribution model was basically through the golf shops at particular golf courses, and that's where you can purchase these 63 card sets. So they weren't available to the masses. They were very niche, very very limited distribution, only at the golf shop. So there's no way, shape, or form, especially the biggest grievance that I have with this one is that it seems and feels more like a tribute set, like we're honoring past winners type of thing. And that's not really the heart of a true base set, right? And so unlike the PGA Tour license that 2001 Upper Deck Golf produced, it's a complete set that showed everybody who is currently playing in the league, which is the design of a real true base set. So the way I want to identify these three cards is that the card on the left, the Grand Slam cards, I would just label that like a pre-rookie or a tribute card, that sort of thing. The card in the middle, the 2001 Upper Deck, does get the true rookie card identification because of the licensing, fully licensed, because it's a true base set type of model and true distribution methods of the day. Like it or not, that's how it was. That was part of the DNA of all of these cards. But here is what I call a sleeper. We can call the 2001 the working man's rookie card, and we can call the 2001 SP Authentic signature card. This is this is also a true rookie card, but this one's more for the degens, right? This one is going to cost a lot more because this, my friends, is a true rookie card. This card is card number 45 that was featured within the base set, and it has all the autographs of the rookie players that year, and has all the criteria needed to be a true rookie card, fully licensed. It's in the base set. The autograph doesn't matter. You can remove that autograph from the card, and it is still a true rookie card because it's card number 45 in the base set. However, because it does have an autograph, it makes it a very special card, right? Serial numbered as well to only 900 copies. They do have a gold version that is serial numbered to 100. So this would be a sleeper card. This would be a money card, a comma card, a degen card, but nonetheless, a true rookie card as well. So those, again, I did not feature every single card of Tiger Woods. That would be like a complete video that would take a lot of time to come up with. So, but I wanted to just showcase a few cards and kind of give you the backstory behind it so we can have better discussions. Thank you, BJ, Gem City Card Show. Check him out on YouTube. Thanks for sending me the question. And guys, if we can even add this into our community spotlight, not only will I highlight your channel, but if you have a question that is significant to the community and I go ahead and respond to that like this, I would love to do this more often. So you can contact me, send me your questions. I'll do a little bit of homework. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time digging into it, but I will do a little bit of homework to kind of talk about it on this segment of the episode. With that said, thank you for tuning in. Hey, the video on the left-hand side, let me leave you with this. The video on the left-hand side is going to be the video with Dan's Vintage Baseball PC as we discussed pre-war rookie cards. A really good episode. Check that one out. The video on the right is going to be the true rookie cards of Caitlin Clark. With all that said, remember, my friends, that not all rookie cards are created equal.
All I know is we sold them for 20 grand. You have one last time, and I will tell you this. They are perfect 10s. And I'm going to tell you something, Kenny. This card is so smoking hot right now, and will be forever, because it is now being recognized as the true Jordan rookie from 1985.
Bullshit.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, buenos nachos, muchachos.